Legislative Assembly laga 6th session के Speaker Sharingain Longkhamar pra Saturday te sign dine adjourn kuri dishe. Government Polytechnic Nagaland Awareness Program ke Jaluki Town Parente Women Welfare Hall te Saturday din ayojan kurishe. International Women's Day te dunia logode jurigina Kohima Dimapur woka aro jaga alak alak te makikhan nimite khas program Saturday din loise. Karbi Anglong Assam lagan Naga General Public Boro Lingri te Saturday de jama hogina Karbi groups pra Naga mati ke aggressive claim pra upor ninda kurishe. Hello viewers, good evening. Abnian saya se Nagamese prime time. Moi Mr. Limchen khobor khan itia details se janai thibo. Nagaland Legislative Assembly laga 6th session ke Speaker Sharingain Longkhamar bra Saturday te adjourn kuri dishe. Sharingain Longkhamar bra budget te tai laga bhabna janai kena khushi ki budget 2025 to 26 present kurato sobse ekta holistic budgets ase. Itu budget pra Nagaland botli hua aro ahibole din laga challenges ke transform kuri dibo khushe. Longkhamar pra members of ke khushi janaise bhal niyom chulai gena aha pra. Speaker pra Chief Secretary aro tai laga officials, Director General of Police, Armed Forces, Parliamentary Forces kan sob ke khushi janaise House proceedings ke aram pra lobuli dia pra. Itu piche Speaker pra NLA laga 6th session ke sign die day adjourn kurishe.
We will come to now item number 11, the announcement of the constitution of various financial and non-financial committees of the Assembly and the panel of chairman for the year 2025-26. Honorable members, the list of committee members are already uploaded in the system, and so I will not read out the names of the committee members since it is already laid for your reference. However, in regard to this item number 11, I would like to take this opportunity to express that on the 60th year of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly, we are very privileged and happy to announce the formation of 2 new Assembly committees very pertinent to contemporary challenges and requirements of the state. Number 1, the Committee on Environment and Climate Change, as just announced by the Honorable Minister Parliamentary Affairs. Number 2, Committee on Urban Local Bodies and Nagaland Village Councils, vis-a-vis the Nagaland Municipal Act 2023 and the Nagaland Village and Tribal Councils Act of 1978, amended up to 2022. The necessity to create the 2 new Assembly committees emanates from the fundamental essence of Article 371A, the uniqueness of our social fabric and the continuous effort of the honorable members of this august house to take governance to our people necessitated the emergent requirement of the formation of these 2 committees. With a global perspective, I hope the members of the committee will persevere in addressing regional issues of our state. I also sincerely express sincere thanks to Honorable Minister, Honorable Shri Keji Kenye, Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Power, and the honorable members of the Rules Committee in expressing your support and achieving this significant feat together. Now, honorable members, unfinished business listed for the day. That brings us to the close of the 6th session. 5-day session, we could successfully transact all the business listed, and I'm pleased to note the active participation of honorable members and commitment to the responsibilities entrusted to us while demonstrating a shared commitment in discussing and engaging in matters of vital importance. I also take this opportunity to share my personal view on the budget that was presented for the year 2024, one of the most holistic budgets presented to this august house. It signifies a resurgent Nagaland and a transformed Nagaland in the coming days with all the challenges. I must sincerely thank the Honorable Leader of the House, who is also the Minister in charge of Finance, Deputy Chief Ministers and the Council of Ministers, and Honorable Members in coming up with such a far-sighted budget. Your sincerity towards our people is reflected in the concerns and focus areas of the budget. From this privileged chair, bestowed upon me with trust by this august House, I can witness the silent yet very significant transition that our state is undergoing under a stable government led by the Honorable Leader of the House, Honorable Chief Minister, and his seasoned Senior Council of Ministers and Advisors. The future will remember this moment and period of transformation. I also would like to extend my sincere gratitude to all the honorable members for your cooperation in maintaining the decorum, the sanctity of the House, and efficiency of our proceedings. It is my earnest hope that we continue to uphold this commendable tradition of constructive engagement in the future. Apart from the question hour, we have deliberated on several pressing issues of paramount importance to the state, requiring the immediate attention of the government. In these 5 days of sitting, we could pass 8 bills apart from many other subjects requiring urgent attention of the government. We could also take up 5 subjects of paramount importance for discussion under Rule 50 and Rule 54, respectively. It is also encouraging to witness our honorable members utilizing the medium of 0 hour to highlight pressing and emerging issues that impact the welfare of our people. I also thank the honorable members for your reference to the rules of procedure. I urge more participation and meaningful contribution from all of you in the future. Before I adjourn the House, I take this opportunity to extend my sincere appreciation to the Chief Secretary and his team of officials, the Director General of Police, the Armed Forces, the Paramilitary Forces, for their invaluable assistance in ensuring the smooth conduct of the House proceedings. I also acknowledge the medical team for their unwavering dedication to the well-being and safety of our senior honorable members. My appreciation further extends to the media fraternity for their role in disseminating the proceedings of the House to the people. I reserve my deepest gratitude for my officers and staff, led by the Secretary in charge, whose dedication and meticulous efforts have ensured the seamless transaction of this 6th session of the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly. Honorable members, with no other unfinished business before this House, I now adjourn the 6th session of the
Chief Minister ni Pure Yopra Nagaland Legislative Assembly de urgent public importance mamla de one nation one election upper address kura homoy de taipra khushi ki one nation one election laga proposal to desh bidor introduce kuribalen hinite 129th constitutional amendment bill laga group de Lok Sabha de 17th December 2024 de introduce kurishe কিন্তু লোক সভাতে ডাঙৰ ডিবেট হোৱাৰ পিছতে লোক সভা স্পিকাৰ ওম বিৰলা পৰা এই বিলকে জইণ্ট পাৰ্লিয়ামেণ্টাৰী কমিটিকে সদায় দিছে যোনটো 27 লোক সভা আৰু 12 ৰাজ্য সভা মেম্বাৰ্ছ কি মিলিকেনা বনা লগা থাকিছে এতিয়া তাক জেপিচি খান দুইবাৰ লগ পাইনা আছে 8 January আৰু 25 February 2025 bill laga implementation opor charcha kuribole kintu final recommendation to itiabi hua na hoise CM bra aro hoise ki idu bills to 8 member high level committee laga recommendations opor based ase kun Ramnath Govind laga chairmanship bitode banise committee pra recommendations to president ke 14th March 2024 de submit hoise.
Sir, you are aware that the proposal of one nation, one election has been proposed to be introduced in the country through the 129th Constitutional Amendment Bill introduced in the Lok Sabha on 17 December 2024. The bill proposes to insert one a new Article 82A simultaneous election to the House of the People and all legislative assemblies. 2. Amend Article 83, duration of Houses of Parliament. 3. Amend Article 172, duration of state legislatures. And 4. Amend Article 327, power of Parliament, to make provision with respect to election to legislature. Sir, after fierce debate in Parliament, Honorable Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Sri O. Bela, forwarded a bill to the Joint Parliamentary Committee consisting of 27 Lok Sabha and 12 Rajya Sabha members. So far, the JPC has met twice, that is on 8 January and 25th February 2025, to discuss the feasibility of the implementation of the bill. However, the final recommendation is yet to be made. So the bill were based on the recommendation of an 8-member high-level committee that was formed under the chairmanship of Sri Ramnath Kovind, former President of India. The committee submitted its recommendation to the Honorable President on 14th March 2024. Speaker, sir, the statement of objects and reasons appended to the bill states the brief reasons. There are: 1. Elections have become expensive and time-consuming. 2. The imposition of model code of conduct in several parts of the country that are pool-bound, put on hold the entire developmental programs, cause disruption of normal public life, impact the functioning of services, and also curtail the involvement of manpower from their core activities for development for prolonged periods for election.
Minister KG Kenya Pras Sarkar laga duita secretariats juntu Assembly Secretariat aro Civil Secretariat ase idu duita to hat milaikena kam kuribon himite Assembly Committees bishi constitute kurishe juntu khan ase Public Accounts Committee, Estimates Committee, Committee on Public Undertakings, Committee of Privileges, Committee on Subordinate Legislation, Committee on Government Assurances, Business Advisory Committee, Committee on Petition, Rules Committee, House Committee, Library Committee, Committee on Papers Laid on the Table, Budget Committee, Committee to examine the applicability of laws passed by, Committee on Environment and Climate Change, Committee on Urban Local Bodies and Village and Tribal Councils, Nagaland Municipal Act 2023, aro Nagaland Village and Tribal Council Act 1978 Amendment up to 2022. Minister Kushiki Taikan laga roles to duita secretariats laga working system ke coordinate kuriwale ase. Minister pra ad hocs aro HODs pra assembly laga kam te zimidar na uthai koina khobor bhabi janaise.
The legislature and the Parliament of India are the temple of democracy. It is an institute where policies are conceived and these policies are transformed into laws through enactments by the legislature to govern the state and its citizens. To implement these acts, following the policies, a system is established which is known as the government machinery. Therefore, these two organs, the legislature and the government machinery, works in tandem for the interests of the people. The functions of these two organs to manage governance effectively have two secretariats, namely the Assembly Secretariat to receive through the people's representatives and the Civil Secretariat to deliver through the civil servants. Therefore, the synchronization of the two secretariats is of paramount importance, and this is why the many assembly committees have been constituted. These are the Public Accounts Committee, the Estimates Committee, the Committee on Public Undertakings, Committee on Privileges, Committee on Subordinate Legislation, Committee on Government Assurances, Business Advisory Committee, Committee on Petition, Committee on Rules, the House Committee, the Library Committee, the Committee on Papers laid on the table to be examined by the committee, the Budget Committee, Committee to examine the applicabilities of laws passed by the Parliament. And speakers here, the Rules Committee have also just included the Committee on Environment and Climate Change and the Committee on Urban Local Bodies, the Village and Tribal Councils, vis-à-vis the Nagaland Municipal Act of 2023 and the Nagaland Village and Tribal Councils Act of 1978 as amended up to 2022. The roles of these committees are to coordinate the working systems of the two secretariats, to ensure the implementation of developmental programs conceived out of the policies by the Legislative Assembly, which are meant for the optimum development of the people on all fronts.
To viewers, এটা একটা ব্রেক লগনা জলদি वापस आई जाओ। Welcome back viewers, apnian sayese Nagamese Prime Time with Nltv Nagamese. Karbi Anglong Assam laga Naga General Public Boro Lingrite Saturday day jama hoina ekta public meeting hoise. Karbi Anglong Naga Union laga leadership bitorte. Jama wa manukhan pra Karbi groups laga Naga Matike aggressive claim kura juntu ghas aro properties bangai diabik ase edukhan oporde condemn kurise. Nagas Khan pra kushiki inaga kurado unjustifiable aro unacceptable ase aro taikan naga rights ke ki hulibi hohai kuribo boina pada kurise. Taikan to article 244 clause A ke bhi adar kure kuse. Kuntu pra indigenous tribal rights ke safeguard kure. Karbi Khan pra encroachers matia ke bhi reject kurise aro kushiki mati kabza korikna thakado legally kinishe. meeting te KANU laga leadership te manzur kuise aro Nagas aro Karbis majote mati chamala thakapra peaceful resolution de khotom hobo. IB reporter Musharraf Ali laga ground report sabo.
And the law itu tu questionable ase olebi itu kan bi American this year bi American kinaga ase koigena American Nagas mano almost 500-600 nisina applicant para American edition karne American itu provision tia karne American apply korisile almost all the applicants were rejected itu para saise kole do ki karne American Naga khan dole do deny gore aro eta do civilized world even the United States of America tadibi American kunto documents okay ase tokondo aram para thakibola pari ase but within the country of India within the northeast aro kobokole American neighboring state Assam aro yade Karbi Anglong aro having the provisions all the 244 and the 6th schedule American ke enaga term gora aro American ke neglect gora dole is a questionable edobara achi American Naga union yade Karbi Anglong Naga union para general resolve korise আজিকালি তো American silent spectator na thakibo olebi tade American bi American rights to ji olebi American pisari korigena lobo koigena to etu eta
Desh laga kona kona logote jurigina Kohima Devi International Women's Day manishe Saturday din Capital Convention Center te event team for all women and girls rights equality empowerment te manishe aro advisor Wang Pang Konyak special guest thakishe Konyak pra kuise ki International Women's Day celebration to celebration ekla nohoy bulibi ekta powerful reminder ase gender equality te progress ania aro ahiboli din te ki kam kurigina jabo idukan dikhai ase tai assurance dishe ki department pra policies aro programs ensure kuribo particularly markikhan aro marginalized communities ke uplift aro empower kuribole Sarkar pra Ministry of Women and Child Development logote miligena women's empowerment schemes aro hub khan launch kuribo kushe jun khan ase Sankal Pradhan Mantri Matru Vadana Yojana Palna Shakti Sadan Sakhi Niwas One Stop Center 181 Women Helpline aro Beti Bachao Beti Padhao Keynote address to Commissioner and Secretary Social Welfare Marta R. Rizepra Dishe. Program te NSCW Excellence Award 2025, NSCW Award 2025 aro SHG Women Achievers ke felicitate kurishe.
At the very outset, I thank our Almighty God for blessing us this very beautiful day and bringing us all in this very manner to celebrate this International Women's Day, celebrating the social, economic, cultural and political achievements of women, which the day the world comes together to celebrate, and a day dedicated to recognizing women's achievements across various fields and advocating for gender equality. Each year, International Women's Day is celebrated with a specific theme that highlights key aspects of gender equality. And this year theme, 2025 theme includes accelerate action. And this theme encourages individuals, organizations and government to take concrete steps to advance women's rights and remove barriers to progress. And also, the United Nations theme, another theme is like for all women and girls, rights, equality and women, which also highlights the significance of establishing a more equitable world by ensuring equal opportunities, rights and empowerment of all women and girls. In line to Sustainable Development Goal and also in line with the theme of 2025, Accelerate Action, the Nagaland State Commission for Women has always devoted towards women empowerment since its inception. The Women Commission has kept abreast of debates, developments and discourses of gender-related issues at different levels, so as to shed light at the state and local level. The Commission also throws the concept of women empowerment and gender equality as delineated by the United Nations and that enshrined in the Indian constitutions. With this, with great hope and optimism as a matter of pride to have many selfless, committed women in our state, the Nagaland State Commission for Women instituted Nagaland State Commission for Women Awards in the year 2021 to acknowledge and recognize the women who have contributed significantly towards the upliftment and empowerment of women in various fields and for her commitment, leadership, and service.
Wakha District Administration Kanpra International Women's Day celebrate Kushe Saturday din T Hall Wakha Day. Program laga special guest Dr. Chumen Muri, advisor to Chief Minister of Nagaland, Pakistan. Dr. Muri pra Maki Manukan ke congratulate Kushe. Alota kanke societal progress nide torch bearers hobole encourage Kushe. Taipra Maki Manukan to society laga backbone ase aro economic contributors matishe. Naga society de societal challenges thaki kenadi Maki Manukan kishim fields te age jai thaka kambi highlight kushe aro aha homoy de bi excel kuribole encourage kushe. Muri pra Maki Khan naga khilaf crime rukhabole aro inaga cases kan report kurile bishi zaruri ase koina chanaishe. Surakshit mahol create kuribo himite. Celebration laga part hisabte 23 Anganmati aro Asha workers khan ke award dishe dekhan naga outstanding contributions nimite
all across the world. Now this Women's Day is celebrated and incidentally we are also completing 10 years of Beti Bachao Beti Padhao program this year. So I think it's a combination of these two that this program have been organized today. The journey of women empowerment, it has started and it has moved some distance now. We can see, in fact, if we see in the last 10 years itself, a lot has been achieved. It can be any field. Just highlighting few things where we have improved. For example, between 2011 to say 2023, for which data is available, the participation of women in Nagaland has increased from roughly around 16% to now roughly around 27%. During the same period, the women participation in the entire country.
Now, 2025, rights, equality and empowerment reminds us of the ongoing journey towards a world where every woman and girl can live with dignity, freedom and opportunity. Over the years, women have fought for their rights and have achieved great milestones in education, politics, science, sports, and other fields. Today, as we celebrate International Women's Day, let us not forget the strong and brave women who have protested for the rights of women way back in the 20th century. And the first International Women's Day was celebrated.
As mothers, wives, daughters, sisters, politicians, professionals, homemakers, and we respect the sacrifices, courage our women have made from all walks of life. While many nations honor International Women's Day, some nations or states resist still the public celebration, or often this kind of day turns into big protest or strikes demanding equality and justice for missing and murdered women or for victims of different kinds of abuses. Taking this opportunity, I would like to remind all of us once again that the principle and concept of gender equality is promoted, is preserved, it is enshrined in the Indian Constitution itself, in its preamble, in fundamental rights, in fundamental duties, and also the directive principles of state policy. Our Constitution not only gives equality to women, but also empowers the state to adopt measures in favor of women. Our laws, development, policies, plans and programs have thus aimed at women advancement in different spheres. There are constitutional privileges, specific importance in
If you don't understand most of my speech also, take it for granted that something good is to be spoken. And so on, linguistic minority program what has Dimapur. Come on, linguistic minority durana offer chureki is ham thampoja. Come on, hojilo program theoji audience china and shalom daujina and samujang tianzo. Come on, chungo hello ruvanathang then I chakraptuli and matava which is one elama matada. So lamon chodon de biala in a simple solia within program Tedasala. Oye hoche panina, chakraba in Ataledo, then Dungsunganaga. Oyo Jason, Chomo can't be Monchana, Mr. Meriton, but I know to Mon de Bila, okay, Yakta. Kama hoche ha, Chumje Daledo, the answer to Maga. Oyo Jesa, I would like to congratulate all the awardees for the shop workers and the unconverted workers. They mo yacha no chum de bicho sato kama hochi suguna elani kido hanka lani kido mona choda kyung pe vojilo jo emancha osim hacha tunde soga we exceptional excellent performance by Sancho School. I would like to appreciate and congratulate the students. The confidence level with which you have performed, I think will take you way forward.
All Nagaland Polytechnic Association pra Ziliang Rong Students Union Nagaland logote milikina 8 March 2025 Jaluki Town Women Welfare Hall depra Government Polytechnic Nagaland Awareness Program ekta ayojan krishe. Program to Ziliang Rong Students Union Nagaland Organizing Secretary Asap Ziliang pra chair krishe. Welcome address to all Nagaland Polytechnic Students Association President Mesito Medopra dishe. Polytechnic Education Importance to all Nagaland Polytechnic Students Association General Secretary Kasato Khamopra dishe. PowerPoint presentation to Government Polytechnic Parentpra present dishe. Vote of thanks to Ziliang Rong Students Union General Secretary Kibowi Ziliang pra dishe. Aro benediction to ektabra kurishe.
Look at these two pictures. The first one is in Dubai. Within a span of 20 to 30 years. So today, if you just Google Dubai, you will see how futuristic their designs are. And this is in our own India, Gurgaon. So you can see the difference, how much development has come within a short period of time. Now, if we look at our own Nagaland, you can see a lot of greenery, right? So this just shows that how much scope there is for. So that is our Naga panel, right? That's engraved on the wood. So this is her house, and she has used our Naga paneling at the
all Nagaland Polytechnic Students Association. I think all of you have traveled from very far off places. So thank you so much for making this possible for us. And I would also like to thank everyone who has gathered here to learn about the Polytechnic. It's a full house and it makes us very happy to see that you all have turned up for this. Let's start with the presentation.
About the course. The
design is a 3-year course, okay? And it's recognized by the State Council of Technical Education and it's recognized by the Council of Architecture as well. We are in the process of getting our approval from EICT, which will take some time, but I think surely it will be done by the end of the year. Now, the qualification for a 3-year diploma is all subjects pass in class 10. You have to make sure that you have passed in all the subjects on class 10, and only then you will be able to take up this course. That's for 3-year diploma in interior design.
Parente Friday din College of Veterinary Sciences and Animal Husbandry laga team experts pra awareness kam animal husbandry and vaccination camp Dean Dr. I Shakuntala laga guidance bitor de bra ayojan kuishe Council Hall Bongkolong Jalukhi de Changkoam Bongkolong Bosti laga chairman pra welcome address dishe aro participants khan ke encourage kuishe college pra opportunities provide kurake livestock aro production de boost kuribole program te technical sessions loise farmers khan ke livestock production health issues aro management opor awareness dibole program to 99 manu pra attend kurishe June 86 to Kidikura Manukan aro 13 to college laga officials kan thakishe free animal health checkup castration treatment aro anti-rabies vaccination to program te luise vitamins mineral mixtures probiotics liver tonics anthelmintics aro veterinary dawai lagi thaka farmers khan ke dishe dawai pra 1881 janwar khan ke faida kurishe MLA Achumbi mo kikon pra one nation one election pra federal structure laga spirit halai dibo kushe kila mane India to Union of States lagode federal structure te ase idu karone democratic features laga fabric aro essence te direct assault kuri ase one nation one election pra India ke nuksan ponjabo kila mane desh to unity in diversity laga naam kamai gena ase kikon aro kushe ki homogeneity nohole ekta size fit banai dibole to bapna hi hui jabo aro repulsive hobo tai pra one nation one election concept ke oppose kuribole laga summary bi points te janaise aro it facts and circumstances janai dia pishire idu concept opor object kuri ase koina janaise
This is a part of the BJP manifesto of having one nation, one election. We are the NTPP are a partner of the BJP in Nagaland. My party, Naga People's Front, is also a partner of the BJP in the state of Manipur. We are in coalition, but whenever it is a matter that concerns our people as well as our party, we wish to make our own independent stand, of course, while maintaining the coalition spirit. I'll just come back to what I've written, calling attention to matters of urgent public importance pertaining to one nation, one election, for short, ONOI, under Rule 54 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in Nagaland Legislative Assembly. Speaker, sir, one nation, one election, for short, I will say ONOI, would invariably defeat the spirit of federal structure because India being a union of states with federal structure, it is a direct assault on the very essence and fabric of the democratic features. Keeping in mind the composition of the multi-ethnicity of the citizens of Indian Union, various states have been created at different stages with different reasons. Even in the recent past, many more new states have been created, mainly on linguistic line, and some states, especially Nagaland, was born out of political agreement. Thus, a notion such as ONOI is detrimental to India as a developing nation, which has earned a name in the Committee of Nations as a country of unity in diversity. As a matter of fact, India is one of the most diverse countries in the world, and the idea of homogeneity or a one-size-fits-all will be only a wishful thinking, and it will be repulsive as well. It is an acknowledged fact that large chunk of electorates normally turn up in both parliamentary and assembly elections, basically reposing their faith on
Tripura Sonamura Police laga modot loigina Assam Police pra abducted youth duijon ge Tripura Sepa Hijala district Sonamura Rangamatia area te bachaishe. Youth duijon to Assam Patarkandi district laga ase aro taijon to Sonamura Bridge Chao Muhani te Hotel Maisha International te lukaigina thakishe. Police kan pra hotel de jaigina youth duijon ge bisarishe holibi pa nai aro hotel manager Yasin Mia laga ghor Rangamati pra rescue kurishe. Youth duijon laga naam to Faiz Ahmed aro Alal Uddin ase. Idu case te accused Ripon Mia, Manik Mia aro hotel manager Yasin Mia pra poisa jama kura khumai Assam Police pra taikhan ke giriftar kurishe aro Assam te loi jaishe. Sonamura Kalapania Gram Panchayat laga BJP chief Nasima Begum to itabi giriftar kuribole paranai. Abductors laga gari bi seize kuri loise.
আমাদের কাছে তো ডিটেইলস কিছু নেই, জাস্ট ইনফরমেশন ছিল যে এদের বাড়ির লোকজন নাকি ওখানেই একটা কিছু ট্রানজ্যাকশনের ম্যাটার নিয়ে আলোচনা চলছিল ফোনের মারফতে। এরা তার জন্য এখানে যে পিএস ছিল ওই পিএসেরই স্বর্ণাপন্ন হয়। পরে দেখলো যে ম্যাটারটা আসামের ম্যাটার এবং লোকগুলো সোনামুড়া পিএসের প্লেস অফ একটা অকারেন্সের একটা পার্টও কিছুটাও সোনামুড়া একটা জায়গা আছে ছিল প্রথম থেকেই, তার জন্য সাবসেক্টরি এদেরকে আমাদের কাছে হ্যান্ড ওভার করে। কিন্তু আমাদের কাছে আসাম পুলিশের তরফ থেকে কোনো ধরনের রিকুইজিশন ছিল না কে বা কারা ইনভলভমেন্ট আছে। তো যখন আজকে সকালে আসাম পুলিশ এবং আমাদের মধ্যে কমিউনিকেশন হয় সেই অনুযায়ী আমরা বললাম যে কালকে রাতে এমন দুজন ডিটেন হয়েছে যে ইউ শুড কাম অ্যান্ড টেক দ্য কাস্টডি অফ দ্য অ্যাকিউজড পারসনস।
তার মানে
যেটা ইনভেস্টিগেশনে বেরোবে, যেটা আসাম পুলিশ ইনভেস্টিগেশন করছে এবং আমরা ওদেরকে সহযোগিতা করে যাচ্ছি।
এর মধ্যে আর কোনো সাসপেক্ট আছে কি?
সাসপেক্ট তো আরও আছে, যেটা আসাম পুলিশের কিন্তু তদন্তের সাথে নামগুলো আসাম পুলিশ এখনও প্রকাশ করেনি। আর কিছুটা আমাদেরকে বলেছে গিয়ে আমাদেরকে মেসেজ করবে, যদি আমাদের মেসেজ করে আমরা সেই অনুযায়ী অ্যাকশন নেব। ছিল গত ফেব্রুয়ারি মাসের 3 তারিখ আসামে দুজন লোক নিখোঁজ হয়। প্রথমে আসাম পুলিশ জিডি এন্ট্রি করেছিল 9 তারিখ বোধহয়, তারপরে একটা স্পেসিফিক কেস রেজিস্ট্রেশন করা হয় 14 তারিখ আসাম পুলিশে কিডন্যাপিং কেস। তো বিষয়টা মোস্ট প্রবাবলি কোনো মানি ট্রানজ্যাকশান নিয়ে, তো আসাম পুলিশ আমাদের এখানে দুবার
Let El Pijoto Awami Interclub Memorial Trophy 2025 laga 3rd edition ke Esa Boys pra Championship Trophy utaigina Saturday din tournament ke khatam kurise. Esa Boys pra final te Lomiti SC khilaf khilikina jidishe. Nagaland Cricket Association laga former secretary Ahidur Rahman pra event te grace kurikina kushe ki cricket tournament ke grassroots levels te pra promote kuribole lage. Tournament te 7 teams khilishe. Teams khan ase Dimapur Bulls, Lomiti SC, Veritas CC, Whiskers CC, Esa Boys aro Esa Veterans. Him Bahadur Chitri pra Man of the Match Award paishe. Mutambuk pra Best Bowler Award, Anirudh Yadav pra 148 runs banaigina Best Batsman paishe aro Joshua Ben Uzukram ke Man of the Series crown kurishe. Tai laga all round performance nide. Reporter Musharraf Ali logode detail reports.
Winning matches. So it's a good sign, and these are all, I attribute all these things partly to the sacrifice of our late President I.P. Hoto. He may not be here, he may be watching us from heaven, but it is its footprints that we are following, and cricket, I hope cricket will develop and enter every village in Nagaland. When I see local Naga boys started playing cricket, I feel very proud. Because in those days when Nagaland Cricket Association was very new, in 2009-10, I was entrusted with the responsibility of cricket development in Nagaland. And at that time, I went to different districts of Nagaland, requesting our local friends, please give your children for cricket. Most of them denied. They were reluctant to give their boys or girls for playing cricket. But now you see Naga parents coming with their children to the offices of the cricket associations and requesting, please give a chance, opportunity to my children, to my boy. The turn of event. Cricket has come a big way in Nagaland. And I request the youngsters, the players, to grab every opportunity which comes to your way. There are people like Chuba and his colleague. What they are getting? They are sacrificing to build a career for you. These administrators, they are sacrificing their time. Nagaland Cricket Association officials, they are not being paid, but they are sacrificing their valuable time to make a future of your career. So don't forget the people who are working behind you to project you, to prepare you for bigger tournaments. Lastly, I stand here. I would like to inform you that our special guest, who was till yesterday supposed to come for this occasion, Mr. Kagato Aomi, DMC councillor from Ward number 6, he lost his father yesterday night and he is unable to attend. So we all should condole the demise of his beloved father and pray for him also. And I would like to conclude giving thanks to Nagaland Cricket Association for being a backbone to all the districts, providing the grounds. And one happy news which our president has already announced in his speech, that Dimapur district will be very soon having an exclusive cricket ground like this. And as such, all the tournaments which are being stopped temporarily, the Dimapur Premier League, when we were young, we used to play a league, Sunday league. Every Sunday there used to be matches. Women tournament, under 14 tournament, under 16. I hope everything will be revived. And that is a very encouraging news for the young upcoming cricketers. I wish all a happy cricket career ahead. And thank you to the family of Sri I. Pihoto and the Dimapur District Cricket Association for organizing.
So viewers, apni kan sai thakse Nagamese Prime Time with Imni Sanlaimchen, ido khobor kan loigena bulletin yeti khatam korese.